Now our website looks great, but now let's make it look nice for when it's on the phone. The way to do that is media queries. First, let's go to our HTML and let's go to the very top. And what we're going to do is under the header and under this first contact. So this is the very top. We got our header, and this is our like navigation bar. So right here, before the close UL, let's go font awesome, and let's find the X. All right, right here. Let's do this. Copy. And let's place that right here. And in front of that, let's go FAS space. So we got the I, class, FAS, solid, FAX, and right after the quotations, let's go on click. On click, I want it to equal close menu. That's going to be a function that we're going to create. Close menu. Good. Save. Let's check it out, and there's the X right there. And then after this closed UL, I want you to add, let's go back to Font Awesome. And this time I want bars. Yeah, right here. Bars. Copy that. And let's paste that right there. And again, let's add FAS. We're going to do on click equals open menu. This is another function we're going to create. Open menu, parentheses. Good. So we got the X and we got the bars. Okay, so now in our CSS, let's create a section for our media queries. Media queries. And let's get it going. So first we're going to start off with, we don't want our website to have this X and bars, right? When it's big. So first we're going to do nav dot FAS. That's the class we gave them both. We're going to go display none. Boom. So now we don't see them. Okay. And now let's start with our first media query. So we're going to go at media only screen and at a max width of 950 px. Okay, curly braces. Let me check something. Okay, yeah. 950px. I meant to put 700. 700 px. There we go. Okay. 700 px. So max with a 700 px. So okay, where the heck did I come up with that number? So where I came up with it is if you hit inspect and see my phone, I'm in the phone view right here. See this number right here. As far as, okay, let's look. Clean, clean, clean. But then immediately for the header starts messing up right there. That's when the header starts messing up. So let's even, before it messes up, 990 actually. Okay, so let's do 990. 990. 990. Oops, there. 990. So once it hits 990, then I want these to start happening. So this portion is going to be my header. Okay, here's my header. So first I'm going to do header text. Remember to put the decimal. I mean, not decimal, but the period. Period. Curly braces. And I want the font size to now be 16 px. Next, my header text, page 1. I want it to be font size 30 px. Next, we got our header column 1 and header column 2. I want those to be a flex bias basis. I don't know, I always say bias. Basis of 100%. We don't need to split them anymore. It's not enough room. And then header column 2. I want that image to actually be, give it a bit of margin. Margin left 60 px. Okay, we can save that. All right, so here's normal. Once I hit 990, now it adjusts. So this is on top, this is at the bottom. And that's all I did for the header. So these can be stacked. Okay. Once it hits 990. Okay, so now with this nav bar, as we see, once it gets under 990, it drops down. That's what we want to switch. Okay, so now copy that, enter, enter. Our nav bar. So for our nav bar, we're going to do nav space dot fas, whoosh, fas, curly braces there. We're going to go display block. So remember earlier we put display none, but now I do want them to pop up. So display block. And font, I want the font size to be 25 px. Save. So now, boom. There's the X and the bars. Now they pop up. So I'm going to show you. So what we're going to do now for it is they pop up. I want the nav UL portion. Now I want it to be background right here. Position fixed. Top 0. Right. Negative. Negative 200 px. Okay. And then I want width to be 200 px. Awesome. Height to be 100. Where are we at? VH. This means viewport height. Look at these px. Good. Padding top. I want it to be 50 px. Very good. And now z index. This allows it to be on top of the page. Z index. I want it to be 2. Okay. So now the transition, because the page now is going to be like we're creating a nav bar that now will pop in and out. So transition from the right, and it's at a speed of 0.5 seconds. All right. Good. Save. There we go. So now, our nav bar is gone, but it's going to pop in from the side. You're going to end up seeing it pop in from the side. All right, but we got to keep styling first. Actually, what we can do so you can see it, go ahead to your JavaScript, copy there, paste, and then our nav, we'll go small screen, nav bar, nav tab. That's good. Good. Okay. And so what that's going to look like is we're going to give it a variable, create a variable called side menu. Side, did I spell that right? Side menu equals document get element by ID. Okay, and then the ID is going to be side menu. Got that? Semicolon. The ID is side menu. Okay, so let's see our HTML. And let me check it. Here. So now, as you see, here is our, I'm in the HTML. Here is our menu. In this UL, give the ID, give the UL side menu. So that is what it's going to be targeting. Right here, side menu in our JavaScript, get element by ID side menu. So this is what it's grabbing, reaching for. Make sure these two are spelled the exact same right here. I always double check, making sure it's spelled the same, and then save it. Okay, good. Okay, so we got that, our variables organized. So now let's create our function. So we're gonna go function, space, and remember what we created, open menu. Open menu. And what we want to do for open menu is we want our side menu, the variable that we have created, and dot style dot right to equal 0. Put the semicolons, and then another function, take away this space, another function that we also created, close menu. Close menu. I want now side menu, side menu dot style dot right to now be equals quotation negative 200 px semicolon. Save. All right. So make sure your spelling's right. Open menu, or open menu, close menu. In our HTML, this is our close menu. Spell it the same. Open, close, close, open. Awesome. On click. And we give this UL the side menu. Okay, so now we can check it out. So now I can click it. There you go. And here's the X. There's the bars, and there's the X. Awesome. I'm I always get pumped when it works on the first time. All right, so now we can see what we're going to be styling our words on, because that's kind of jumbled, right? So let's so now we can keep going with our styles. Okay, so I did the FS, did the UL. Now let's focus on the list items. So right here, copy, paste, and now the LIs. That is these, the actual individual list items. Let's go display, block, margin 25px. Save that. There you go. Now we got them in line. Click that. Still working. They're all in line nicely. Sweet. Okay, now let's go. Let's grab this, paste, and focus on the images that we got. Images, the icons, which would be the X. Let's go position, absolute. I want it to be at the top, 25px. Left. There we go. See, so it's at the top, 25px. And then left, 25px. There we go. So now it's in line with all of those. This is looking sweet. And let's give it a cursor. Good. Good, good, good. Pointer. Okay, almost there. Yeah, boom. That looks good for the nav bar. Boom. Organized. Okay, so now let's clean up this section a bit. That looks actually pretty nice. That does look actually pretty nice. Still, we'll get some touch-ups. Give it some touch-ups. Okay. If you like it like that, you can leave it like that. But I'll show you some other styles that you can do. Dot subtitle. Curly braces. Let's go font size 40 px. Let's do our about column 1 and our about column 2. Flex basis to be 100%. So that now they're stacked instead of side by side. May just be easier to read. And now let's focus on the about column 1. Let's give it a margin 30px. Our about column 2. Font size is going to be 14. And then our tab links Font size, let's make it 16px, and margin right 20px. Save. Nice. Boom, once it hits 990, it now becomes stacked. Okay. So now let's look at our contact form. And let's just do contact left and contact right. Flex base is to be 100% so that they can be stacked. Boom. That's cleaner, much easier to read. And then for our footer, let's just make it font size 14px. A little bit smaller size. Good. There you go. There you got it. So now our phone view looks nice with our full view. We have this working. Sweet. All right. So we got our media queries complete.